What's going on, everybody? Welcome. We're going to be get started in about 3 minutes, so stick around. And for anybody out there watching, if you want to follow along, I also dropped the link in the chat right here so you can follow the Coach Tools. It's coachtoolsllc.com/25 under 25. So follow along there if you want to see it on your own screen. All right. So it's 4 o'clock, guys. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all for being here and congratulations to everybody that's been a part of the list. So to get things started, my name is Justin Tichenel. If you don't know me, I'm a former college player from Gettysburg, youth coach, and now run CoachTools. So the purpose of the 25 under 25 is to first recognize successful young coaches who have a bright future and who have already positively impacted the game. Second, to provide you all with a platform to get exposure for career development and just really getting your name out there. And finally, to build a community where coaches can network, collaborate, and ultimately grow together. So this is a great space for coaches to meet each other, get connected, and really just understand who else is out there in the world of young football coaches. The format for today is I'm going to go through each coach and say a few words about each recipient. Many of the people on the list I know personally. So truly, again, I'm honored to have the opportunity to recognize everyone. And I'm really excited to, go through this list. And like I was saying earlier, in case anybody missed this, if you want to follow along with the list and see the page that I'm on right now, it's just coachtoolsllc.com/25 under 25. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first person on our list is Yoni Ofit. Yoni and I, we actually met this past spring. He's the defensive coordinator at Moravian University, and he's probably one of the youngest defensive coordinators that I know personally. He's coached at programs like Valparaiso University, Syracuse, and some other teams across the country over the past couple of years. So again, Yoni has a bright future and super excited to have him part of the list. Congratulations, Yoni. All right, so next up, we have Sam Miller. Sam is the running back coach at Johns Hopkins University. Sam and I, we met last year at the AFCA and immediately was impressed by his background. So the Johns Hopkins Blue Jays, they won the Centennial Conference last year. I actually played against them every year when I was a player at Gettysburg. So they have a perennially great program, and Sam did a great job contributing to that this past year. So he played his college ball at Southern Virginia University, and like I was saying, did a great job with his running backs this past year. So congratulations again to Sam. And next up, we have the youngest person on our list, Peyton Gibbs. So I've known Peyton's dad, Coach PJ Gibbs, for the past couple of years, and I also met him through the AFCA convention. But Peyton and I, we first met a couple of months ago and was immediately impressed by her background of the game. She's 12 years old, but has an unbelievable understanding for defensive football. So she's very impressive, has a great, bright future, and I'm honored to have her on the list. So, again, Peyton Gibbs, congratulations. Next up on the list, we have Colin Bentley. He's the defensive line coach at Shorter University. So Colin and I did a podcast together, and like I was with everybody else, immediately impressed by his resume. He has a great analytical mind, which I believe has laid a strong foundation for his coaching career. He went to Alabama, graduated in 2021. So in his short time as a coach, has done a fantastic job. Congratulations to Colin. And next up, we have another great, exciting coach, Chase Johnson. So Chase is the defensive line coach at St. Vincent University, which is right outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Not only is Chase an all-around great guy, but he really brings a unique perspective. And the reason for it, he was an assistant head coach and defensive coordinator at the high school level before going over to being a defensive line coach at the college level. So congratulations again to Chase. And again, really excited to have him here. All right. So next up, we have Aries. Aries is a youth coach in Massachusetts and runs a program called Mass Mayhem. He's currently pursuing a major in sports management with a coaching minor at Curry College. So I believe his academic endeavors are complemented by his active role being the leader of Mass Mayhem. And the goal with Mass Mayhem is to inspire and guide young athletes to excel, and not only on the field, but also in the classroom. So really excited to have Aries here, and congratulations again. Next up, we have Nakona Powell. Nakona is 20 years old, and he is an assistant coach at Allen Academy, which is a 6-man football program at Texas. Nakona and I, we met a couple of months ago, and he's, with him being the executive director of the 6-man football program, was immediately impressed by his background. So again, a really up-and-coming young coach who I think has a bright future. And if you guys want to check out his program, it's called the 6 Coaches Clinic, and I'll drop the link for anybody that wants to check it out. But really cool program for anybody that's interested or even involved in 6-man football. And for anybody that came in later, just to let you guys know as well, with the CoachTools community for the 25 under 25, I'm going to drop this link, but we have a community to not only like network, but also share ideas. So it's under a community called School. I just dropped the link, but I think everybody here would love to check it out. It's just school.com/coachtools/about. So be sure to join in there. It's a pretty cool community, and we're only going to be doing more and more as everybody, joins the community and starts to contribute there. Awesome. So next up, we have Noah Risotto. Noah is the defense coordinator at North Broward Prep, and he has a pretty diverse background coaching linebackers, the secondary, running backs, and receivers as well. And from talking with him, I really believe this diverse background has enabled him to develop well-rounded strategies that benefit his players and the team as a whole. But especially for him being a young guy, I believe it's going to help him immensely for his future. And again, very excited to have Noah on as a recipient. All right, next we have Sam Tashiga. I never pronounce his last name right, but Sam and I, we've known each other for over a year at this point. He was one of my CoachTools early adopters for my program, my player grading program. But he's an offensive line coach at Cornerstone Charter Academy. And from the moment I met him, was really impressed by the way that he just talked about offensive line play and offensive football in general. So, Sam, really appreciate you being on the list here, and congratulations. All right, next up we have Brandon Jennings. So Brandon is a assistant coach at Hutto High School, which is in Hutto, Texas. They're a 6A school. He's contributed to the program, and obviously Hutto has had a great history of success over the years. So really appreciate Brandon for being a guest and being a contributing member to the community. So thank you again, Brandon, and congratulations. All right, next up we have Eamon Morrissey. Eamon is actually an old teammate of mine from Gettysburg College and is a 2022 graduate from Gettysburg. Eamon was a lineman for the Bullets, and his achievements on the field were matched by a lot of his academic excellence as a presidential scholar and 6 times Dean List honoree. He graduated with a degree in organization management studies and has done a great job with helping Gettysburg College get to that next level. So congratulations to Eamon, and really appreciate him being on. All right, next up we have Griffin Olson. So Griffin, we met and did a podcast, but he's over at St. Mary of the Woods College, special teams coordinator, and like everybody else here, has an incredible background. Really grateful for him being on the list, and look forward to witnessing his success in the sprint football world. So congratulations again to Griffin. Next up, we have Regin Hendricks. Like Griffin, Regin is also at St. Mary of the Woods College and is actually probably one of, if not the youngest college football coach in the country. So similar to Griffin, was really impressed by his initiative and the fact that he realized he wasn't going to be playing anymore in the college level. So transitioned over to coaching right away. Don't really know many people like that, especially that were able to do that during their freshman season. So kudos to Regin, and great rising star in the coaching world. Next up, we have Rob McElhenney. So Rob is the defensive line coach at New Mexico Highlands University. We met this past year at the AFCA, and he actually used to coach one of the other programs that another one of our recipients was at, St. Vincent University. But like everybody else, Rob has a great mind for the game, and he's coached at multiple programs like Valdosta State and Slippery Rock in Pennsylvania. And he's also experienced a lot of success, especially at Valdosta State. They had a 17-8 program record over the past 2 seasons, I believe, and they even reached the Division II national championship. So congratulations to Rob. And next up, we have Connor Floden. So Connor's in his first year as assistant football coach and offensive coordinator at William Penn University. Connor and I, we've known each other, I believe we met 2 years ago at the AFCA, but he's coached many different roles, including tight ends, fullbacks at programs like Sam Houston and even Wagner University. He's a 2019 graduate from Montana State, and wanted to just congratulate him again. So thank you, Connor. Next up, we have Frank Altimus. Actually met Frank through my brother. He was a student over at Penn State and recently graduated this past year. So he serves currently as the recruiting assistant and over at the University of Cal Berkeley. But prior to joining Cal, Frankie gained a lot of valuable experience as a player development intern at Penn State football. And he actually served there from August of 22 to May of 2024. So congratulations to Frank. He has, like everybody else, a great future, and actually a little bit different of a background, especially when it comes to the NIL background. He has experience working on that at Penn State and has done some other off the field ventures and initiatives to help players out beyond just coaching. So next up, we have Bryce Perkins. Bryce is the offensive line coach at Gettysburg College, also my alma mater. Didn't know Bryce until personally just about a couple weeks ago, but Bryce, he has a great playing experience where he played at the California University of Pennsylvania, played there from 2019 to 22, and was a standout offensive lineman. He started 20 games at center over those years and brings a great knowledge to Gettysburg as those guys are starting to climb the ranks of Division III football and especially in the Centennial Conference. So congratulations to Bryce. Really excited to have him on here. Next up, we have Armani Rivas. Armani, like Ari's, is also a football coach at Mass Mayhem, and his role goes beyond just coaching. He serves on the executive board and makes a lot of strategic decisions to help improve the program. But he's done a great job of building that community and I was immediately impressed by his background when Ari's and I did a podcast together. So be sure to keep an eye out for that podcast. It's coming out soon. So congratulations again to Armani. Next up, we have Parker Kaiser. Parker is the tight ends coach at the University of Wisconsin River Falls. So his passion for football started at a young age and was fueled by his playing days, and then injuries eventually led him to coaching. He started over at Luther College and joined the River Falls coaching staff this, I believe it was last year or the year before. But he brings a great experience and enthusiasm to the University of Wisconsin River Falls, a great Division III program. Congratulations, Parker. Next up, we have Logan Kirk, the defensive backs coach at Greenville University. From similar to Parker, from a young age, Logan was inspired by influential teachers and coaches in his life, leading him to pursue a similar path in coaching. So his experience in coaching multiple sports camps and teaching physical education, I believe, has really honed his skills and confirmed his calling to lead and inspire. So congratulations, Park, to Logan. And next up, we have Michael Bungay, the defensive coordinator at Richland High School. Michael did not have a chance to connect with Michael, but again, had an impressive resume. And after that, next we have Eric Washington, the assistant coach at Mount Bethel Christian Academy. Similar to Michael, never had a chance to talk to Eric, but was impressed by his background and just wanted to congratulate him. And finally, we have Brady Ingram, an assistant coach at Boonesboro High School. So that actually wraps up everything. I just wanted to, again, take a moment to thank everybody for being on here. And if anybody missed earlier in the conversation, I dropped a link in the chat. So that's to our CoachTools school community. And again, the goal for that is to not only have all of our coaches in one spot, but just to make sure that everybody has a chance to network, grow, and meet each other. Congratulations to everybody. And again, really appreciate you all for allowing me to have this opportunity. Thank you.